Hey guys, welcome back. Robocraft Early Access coverage. This is episode 50. I'm Igneous, and today I've got kind of a mixed bag for you. We're going to take a look at a couple of matches in the Yellow Mystery Bot, our Tier 8 meta cover, and then we're going to take a look at what happens when you encourage the entire T10 population to build an SMG bot in preparation for the SMG Megabot, the TX-1 Jumbo SMG event to get 100 kills in like a week. I'm not even sure if it's a week, because it's like from the beginning of next week to the end of the countdown, as far as I know, which would be 2 weeks. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's not. Doesn't matter. Bam, like a balloon. Just the plasma caught that guy, and all you saw was blocks flying off in every direction. I'm not, I'm kind of ambivalent about this whole medic thing. We see, there we go, like a balloon. Just, it wasn't even a thing. It was, see, one of the difficulties that I'm encountering in this spot right now is that these are all Tier 7 guns in Tier 8, which is not ideal, but I'm not interested in spending the RP to buy Tier 8 guns with the Megabots around the corner. We know that the TX-1 SMGs are 1,000,000 RP apiece. I gotta save my nickels and dimes. You can see, Tier 7 guns, Tier 7 blocks, didn't go so well. First of all, they had me kind of tipped down, so they had very easy line to my pilot seat from the top. So that was kind of part of the problem there. But also, just outgunned, and with bots that don't... Look at this little guy on the right now. There's nothing to him. It's like, you might as well not even be there. He's like a ghost. That guy there. The things you see. One of the benefits to having a small bot is that it's very, very easy to be repaired very quickly. And it's a big benefit, not to be, you know, underestimated, but it's imperative to have adequate electroplate coverage on bots that aren't very big, because if you don't, you're just a free kill, and that's really all it is. So here we're kind of me looking for a place to try and be useful, as always, as a medic. Keeping a respectable distance from the guys that I'm trying to repair, because they need to move, ideally. I don't recommend this approach that this walker is taking. You sit out in the open and eat it to the face. But it's a very easy thing to do when you get kind of tunnel visioned on those targets. It's very, very fun. You see the target, just stop and shoot at the bastards. I get it. It's very fun. You know, you can't necessarily be too critical. It's very poor practice to get into, sitting out in the open. It doesn't matter what kind of bot you have. If you're sitting out in the open, if things start to go wrong, you have extra time before you can get into cover, and that extra time can be the difference between surviving and dying. And that's really what it comes down to. Very, very simple motivation to stay close to cover. One of the things that I found playing another SMG bot, we had one previously, and then we got into the plasma and the rails and all those other things. But the SMG, the hardest thing is making that distinction between when should I be ducking to cover. And medics kind of complicate that a little bit, because if you have medics, it's different. If you know there's a medic behind you, and if you duck to cover you can get repaired a little bit, you might change your approach, as opposed to assuming you have no medics and deciding when to withdraw and take a more strategic approach. But in this case, I kind of decided that we had a lot of guys, and we were in the process of capping. We were in good shape, and everyone was in, you know, good shape for repairs as well. So maybe it was time to go chase some bad guys around, because sometimes when people get in this cap position, they sort of give up on the idea of ever, you know, going on the offense again. And this guy, no one's really paying any attention to him, and he looked kind of puny to me. So I figured here's a little bit of payback for all the guys on our side that just kind of die very easily. There you go, medic pumped, and then there's this other guy just kind of drives right by. How can you be mad when you see something like that? You just go for a little cruise, Sunday drive, what the hell. Very, very grateful these days to get a win, I have to say. My bot's not as good as it could be, but it's just timing. Time of the day means everything. Between being the guy who looks at the after-match footage of the awesome bot that's red that just drove by and killed you, versus you know, the footage of your bot there with the team victory. It's very, very rare to see those team victories lately for some reason. And again, nobody's really paying this guy up on the hill any attention, and he's in a perfect position to be shooting down on us and interrupting the cap. So why is everybody sitting on the cap, letting this guy have their way with them? So get up here, get in his face. Hopefully I can kind of do some damage to him before he finishes me off. Fortunately, this guy gets up there and puts down some offense, because I don't think I was going to last much longer at the rate I was going. And kind of hung on for a win, which is nice. I'm almost done with Tier 8 now, buying the remainder of the Tier 8 pieces. And then we'll retire this piece of shit. Do something else with that garage space. So this is kind of a half-assed montage of what it's been like in Tier 10 lately. Like I say, this is what happens when you take a population of gamers that's already very happy to use SMGs and give them even more reason to do so. You get a lot of really weird matches, and a lot of very lopsided ones as well. If you keep an eye on the team rosters as we go along here and see what's happening to our team versus what's happening to the enemy team, that's kind of the frustration. It's not the losing, it's the lopsided losing. So, just playing the odds here. Just all the SMGs and nanobots everywhere. That's all you get from now until the end of time. So I'm going to let you watch the rest of these. There's not much more to be said. It's big guns and little guns that shoot very fast at one another. I'm going to try and do another build. I want to do another SMG bot, believe it or not. It's going to be a cruiser. Finding hovers to be a little bit squirrely right now, and I decided that if I can keep the cost down and build a respectable cruiser, then that might be a kind of a nice thing to do as a second bot for farming kills and RP and all these other things. So if you want to be notified when I add that build and some more match footage and all the other things I'm going to be doing Robocraft related, you can always subscribe to my channel. Stop shooting me! You can subscribe to my channel, you can follow me on the social media. Social media links are always in the information section below the video. Please do leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.